I was able to get a consulting gig with a software company that currently works with the intelligence community. Hi, I'm Deb Diller Harris.
And Deb, what motivated you to join the GovClose certification program?
Wow. Well, I think that wanting to work with a leader in the field, someone who understands government contracting on a deep basis and has the reputation, the experience working with you and your company was a natural.
Thanks, Deb. How did you want to leverage that in your own work life?
Well, first of all, I have a company that we do actively write SBIRs and sitters for our technology, but also for the consulting side, being able to understand on a deeper level the process is to help me to level up as a professional to be able to consult. And then another bonus play is that if I want a position as a director of business development in the defense community, the ability to fully understand from the very first point, which is, hey, step one, federal sales roadmap, cha-ching. Yes, I've gotten a lot of training on that. And then how to move that process forward once you have that in place. So be able to have a toolbox in the federal contracting space that is now a Swiss Army knife has
Yep.
been very powerful for me and very grateful to have the experience to work with.
Well, you'd be a great business developer, lead business developer for any company. And just having worked with you over the past few months. But that leads me to something else, because you mentioned, the roadmap and some other things. What did you learn? What do you think the major takeaways would be for somebody that's watching this for the first time? What are they going to learn when they go through the process?
Complete from A to Z. It demystifies it. I mean, for me, it was always like, I'm looking through the nose pressed to the glass. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Now I know. So I feel very empowered when I'm speaking to stakeholders about what needs to happen. And that's thanks to going through the process with your company, with your program.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you feel that way. You mentioned a few things that you could do with the knowledge, right? You could use it for your own business, selling to the government. You could use it as a consultant, working with other companies. You could use it and leverage that to work for another business.
Yes.
What have you had any success, or have you been able to implement that anywhere since taking the course?
Yes, absolutely. I was able to get a consulting gig with a software company that currently works with the intelligence community. They're working on a SBIR right now. And so my background is in AI. I'm a data scientist. So to be able to leverage my background
Hmm.
and going into the SBIR writing process with the newly empowered with the information that I have has given me a lot of confidence. And they're very pleased with the work I've done so far. So I'm very happy about that for sure. It's been great.
Oh, that's awesome. And speaking of which, writing SBIR proposals is a specialty. We talk about niches and specialties, and it's something you've been able to take and develop and hone a little bit further here. So if somebody's watching this, would you be interested in potentially doing some of that work for them as a freelancer?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a tech agnostic SBIR writer. So whether you're doing hardware or software with my background, I can come in and get that done for them for sure.
Let me ask you about our weekly group coaching, because in addition to our training, right, which I would say is pretty extensive, as you mentioned, going into the weeds on things, we also have weekly group coaching, which I think is very important, because it not only allows everyone to ask questions, and of course, I'm on those calls every week with you guys, but it also allows everyone to bring, hey, what are they working on? Are they going after leads? Are they going, and it allows everybody to kind of hear what's going on in the business world. How has that been important for you?
Well, it makes me feel a little competitive because you're hearing everybody else in there. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm just like, oh, I need to get my act together. So it helps with that, just to be like motivational. Like I listen, Joe's doing this, and I need to be doing that too.
Hmm.
But also, everybody has great questions, and so even if it's not an issue that you've come up against, somewhere down the line as you grow your practice, you're going to need to know that information. So it's a great information exchange. It's very motivational, and one of the highlights for me of the week. I hate it when I miss those calls because I know I've missed out on some good stuff.
Well, we record all of them, so you can go to the community page. But I know it's not the same as actually joining live and in person. So I guess finally, for somebody that's on the fence about joining our program or making the commitment, what would you say to somebody that's in that position?
If you've already made up your mind that this is the type of thing that you want to do with yourself. You want to become a government contracting consultant, or you have your own business and you want to understand it deeper, I would say this would be one of the best investments that you can make, because not only is the content superior, the fact that you have those weekly calls that then you can step in and speak to an expert, because you do have other experts come and speak to us also on different issues, that, it's like a no-brainer. To me, it was a no-brainer to make
Awesome.
that choice.
Well, good. Well, thanks for talking with us, Deb. Best of luck. I don't want to say best of luck, like I'm not going to see you again because I'll see you on Friday calls. And hey, by the way, if anybody wants to hire Deb to write a SBIR proposal or an STTR proposal for them, where can they contact you?
Excellent question. It's my name, Deb, DEB, at SEJACNAI.com.
SEJACNAI.com.
You did well.
Awesome. Well, it'll be in the notes too if someone's watching this on YouTube. So, all right, Deb, thank you.
You're welcome.